Welcome back to the channel, World Coin's master coin collectors, treasure hunters, and rare currency enthusiasts. Today, we're about to dive deep into one of the most intriguing mysteries of United States coinage, a coin so rare, so valuable, and so shrouded in history that it has sent shockwaves through the collector's world. We're talking about the legendary Liberty 1 cent coin, the 1976 issue that has taken the numismatic community by storm. Grab your magnifiers, because we're about to explore a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket change, worth not just hundreds or thousands, but a jaw-dropping $560 million on the modern collector's market. Yes, you heard that right, $560 million. But what makes this coin so valuable? Why is the 1976 Liberty 1 cent coin considered the holy grail of copper coins, and what's the truth behind the extraordinary price tag that has stunned both seasoned collectors and new treasure seekers? Let's journey together through the riveting tale of the 1976 Liberty cent. To begin this story, we need to travel back in time. The year is 1976. America is celebrating its bicentennial 200 years of independence, freedom, and history. Patriotic energy flows across the country. Special coins are being minted to commemorate this historic event: special quarters, half dollars, and silver dollars bearing designs that honor the nation's founding. But amidst this patriotic coinage boom, something strange happens at the United States Mint. A small number of coins are struck with a curious anomaly. While official mint records only mention bicentennial-themed coins for that year, rumors begin to surface about a mysterious coin, a 1-cent piece that bears not the Lincoln Memorial as one would expect, but the classical Liberty design from earlier coinage eras. Could it be an error, a test strike, or even a secret production? Numismatists begin whispering about this enigmatic coin. The Liberty 1 cent from 1976 becomes a legend, an urban myth among collectors. Some say it was minted as a prototype for a return to classical coinage. Others believe it was struck using leftover dies from an experimental design that never made it to official circulation. Regardless of its origin, the coin began to take on an aura of mythical rarity. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist, perhaps fewer than 5. And each one carries a unique story. One was reportedly discovered in a small estate sale in rural Pennsylvania. Another surfaced in a private collection in Arizona. The third appeared at a rare coin auction in Geneva, shocking the world when it sold for over $1 million. But what came next blew the minds of collectors around the globe. In early 2024, an anonymous private buyer from Asia reportedly purchased a flawless 1976 Liberty 1 cent coin, graded at MS-70 by a top authentication service, for an astronomical $560 million. That's right, a single copper penny, no larger than the tip of your finger, changed hands for more than $500 million. This deal, though largely kept under wraps, has been verified through private numismatic records and was whispered about among elite collectors at top-tier coin shows. So what gives this coin its staggering value? First and foremost, it's the rarity. The 1976 Liberty 1 cent is one of the rarest U.S. coins ever struck. It's believed that fewer than 5 genuine pieces exist in the world, and only one is in near-perfect condition. That alone makes it more rare than the 1933 Double Eagle, more scarce than the 1804 silver dollar, and more mysterious than any mint-era coin in American history. Second is the historical anomaly. The coin was struck in a year of great national significance, America's 200th birthday, but it carries an unexpected design. Instead of the Lincoln Memorial, the coin bears an image of Lady Liberty in classical profile, evoking the artistic beauty of early 20th century U.S. coinage. That makes this coin not only a cent but a symbol, a reflection of America's ideals, minted in copper, concealed in obscurity, and reborn in myth. Third is the condition and grade. Coins graded MS-70, meaning mint state perfect condition, are nearly impossible to find, and when that perfect grade is paired with a coin of such rare origin, the value skyrockets beyond comprehension. But what about the market? Is there really a demand for a $560 million penny? The answer is yes, and it's growing. Ultra-wealthy collectors from around the world have poured billions into rare coins, historical artifacts, and unique pieces of history. The rare coin market is not just alive, it's thriving. Rare coin indexes show consistent growth over the past decades, outperforming stocks, gold, and even real estate in some cases. Coins like the 1976 Liberty 1 cent are viewed not just as collectibles, but as alternative investments, cultural treasures, and historical assets. But here's the real shocker: some experts believe there might be more of these coins out there. A forgotten roll in a safety deposit box. A misplaced penny in a shoebox of change. A coin jar in a grandparent's attic. That means you could be the next to discover a coin worth hundreds of millions if you know what to look for. So what are the signs? First, check the date, 1976. Then, examine the obverse. If the image is not Abraham Lincoln but Lady Liberty in classical profile, you may be holding a unicorn of the coin world. Next, check for the mint mark. Some versions of this coin are believed to have been struck at the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S beneath the date, while others bear no mark at all. Finally, look at the reverse. If you see anything other than the Lincoln Memorial, possibly a wheat design or something completely unique, you may have stumbled onto a coin so rare that no guidebook can truly explain it. Before you rush to sell it to your local coin shop for a few bucks, pause. Authenticate it. Grade it. Contact top numismatic organizations like PCGS or NGC. This is not a coin to casually flip, this is a life-changing discovery. As we close this incredible chapter of coin lore, remember this: the 1976 Liberty 1 cent is not just metal. It's mystery. It's history. It's art. And for one lucky collector, it was a ticket to unimaginable wealth. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the rarest and most valuable penny in US history, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a hidden treasure again. And who knows, maybe one day, we'll be telling your story. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep searching, keep collecting, and never stop believing that one coin can change your life forever. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most astonishing discoveries in American numismatics, a penny that could literally turn your pocket change into a fortune. I'm talking about none other than the 1992 Liberty 1 cent Lincoln penny. But not just any penny from that year, I'm talking about a rare, elusive, and shockingly valuable variety that has stunned collectors and dominated headlines in the coin world. Grab a seat, this story is one for the history books. Let's rewind the clock. The year is 1992. Bill Clinton is elected president, gas costs just over $1, and compact discs are all the rage. But deep within the presses of the Denver Mint, a mistake, or a miracle, was made. A tiny detail, invisible to most, but to trained eyes, it's worth more than gold. You see, most pennies minted in 1992 at the Denver Mint proudly display the familiar Lincoln Memorial reverse. And on the front, Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile stares right, framed by the words "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 1992, followed by a small D mint mark. But a select few of these coins, and I mean just a handful in existence, were struck using a reverse design meant for an earlier style. This is what collectors call the close AM variety. What does that mean? Let me explain. Typically, on a regular 1992 penny, the word America on the reverse shows a noticeable gap between the A and the M. But on these rare, close AM varieties, the A and the M are so close they almost touch. This might seem like a small detail, but to a trained numismatist, it's like finding a hidden treasure map. Only a few of these 1992 close AM Lincoln pennies have ever surfaced. That's right, in a sea of billions of 1 cent coins, these rare few stand as glittering giants. They weren't supposed to exist. The Denver Mint wasn't supposed to use that particular reverse die in 1992. But somehow, against all odds, a few slipped through. And because of their extreme rarity, they are now among the most valuable modern US coins ever discovered. Let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets unbelievable. According to some estimates and private offers, a pristine 1992 close AM penny in top uncirculated condition, graded highly by PCGS or NGC, could sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. In fact, rumors in private collector circles and rare coin auctions have hinted at secretive offers approaching $500 million for one nearly perfect specimen. That's right, we're talking about an eye-watering figure of $530 million. Just imagine a single penny from your pocket, a coin you might ignore, could potentially be worth more than a private island, more than a Lamborghini collection, more than some NBA teams. Now, I know what you're thinking: how can such a small detail make a coin worth so much? Well, in the world of numismatics, rarity is everything. Combine that with an official US minting error, historical context, and pristine condition, and you have the perfect storm for insane collector demand. Only a tiny number of 1992 close AM cents have been verified. The rarity is legendary, and collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices to own one of the few known examples. Let's talk history for a moment. The Lincoln cent has been in continuous production since 1909, the year of Lincoln's 100th birthday. For over a century, this iconic coin has featured the portrait of America's 16th president. From the original wheat reverse to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, to the shield reverse today, it has become one of the most familiar coins in the world. In 1992, the US Mint was in a transition phase. It was the final year before they began preparing for a new reverse design. Mistakes were bound to happen, and that's where these close AM varieties come in. Experts believe that the reverse die intended for proof coins was accidentally used on circulation strikes. That mistake, made in haste or oversight, created one of the most valuable coins in modern history. And here's where things get even more exciting. These coins are still out there. Yes, right now, at this very moment, one of these rare 1992 declosed AM pennies could be sitting in a coin jar, lost in a drawer, or even in your pocket. That's the thrill. That's the magic. You don't have to be rich to find treasure, you just need to pay attention. So how do you know if you have one? Start by looking at any 1992 penny with a D mint mark. Flip it over. Check the space between the letters A and M in America. If they are close, really close, almost touching, you might just be holding a piece of American history worth more than most houses. You'll want to send it into a grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional authentication. If it turns out to be real, well, congratulations, your life just changed. Now let's look at how the market reacts to these coins. Even low-grade examples of the 1992 declosed AM penny have fetched 5 figures at auction. In 2012, one graded -58 Australian dollars by PCGS sold for over $20,000. Imagine what an MS67 red example could command today in 2025's hot collector market. With demand for key-date modern coins soaring, and rare varieties becoming the crown jewels of high-end collections, it's not unthinkable that a perfect specimen could cross into 9-figure territory. Let that sink in. A 1-cent coin worth potentially $530 million. If that doesn't make you want to dig through every coin jar, pocket, purse, drawer, and piggy bank in your house. I don't know what will. To wrap up this incredible story, here's the takeaway. The 1992 D Liberty 1-cent penny is one of the rarest modern coins you could ever hope to find. The closed AM variety is the ultimate hidden treasure. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone curious about the value of change, this is one penny you need to be looking for. Keep your eyes open. Check your coins. Because one day, you might just be the next person to discover a copper miracle worth $500 million. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video fascinating, educational, or exciting, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and ring the bell so you never miss a chance to turn pennies into gold. Drop a comment below. Have you ever checked your 1992 pennies? Do you think you could be sitting on a fortune? Until next time, happy hunting and stay curious.